Hey guys, it's Maxie here and welcome to the long-awaited, potentially not, unlucky episode number 13 of our Motherwell save. Hopefully my grand finale to the old football manager. It's been a wee while since I recorded the last episode. In that time I've managed to somehow take a lead side from the Championship up to the Premier League, won the Europa League, left them, went to Real Madrid, won a league title. I need all that save so I can focus on this one, and I also won a World Cup with France, winning the first ever World Cup ever in Football Manager, which is mental, but I've just never had the consistency in a national tournament to do so, and it was good to finally tick that off the box. So we are firmly on the road to finishing it, and hopefully we can do that at Motherwell. Long way to go, of course. It's not going to be a 1, 2, 3 season thing. It's probably going to take us 6 or 7 to get where we want to be, but I'm really intrigued to see how we can do. When I was at Leeds, we took David Turnbull with us. I took Alan Campbell with me. Alan Campbell was absolutely outstanding in the Premier League, so that's good. David Turnbull scored a 25-yarder at Wembley to take me to the FA Cup final. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully them being two major players here, or at least ones that we can sell on. We can certainly fund the future of the football club. As you can see there, quite a hefty balance and profit from that Trevor Carson deal. So again, we'll always aim to sell somebody on. Since the last video as well, unfortunately one of the stars of the thumbnail was gone. Jake Hastie's away to Rangers. Best of luck to Jake. Obviously wasn't too happy about it myself, but these things happen in football. You're always going to lose players to clubs with a bit more money. That happens at all levels, unfortunately. And also David Turnbull's just been outstanding since pretty much coming into the team, literally carrying us every week. So it's also a case of enjoying these young players while they're at these kind of clubs before they end up venturing on to bigger things, which inevitably Turnbull, probably Alan Campbell and Chris Cadden, I imagine it will do eventually. So it is Rangers at home. Because it is, as I say, the 15th September, it is a roundup of the transfer window, so we'll just quickly go through them in alphabetical order. We'll cover who each team have brought in each transfer window. So quite some busy business from Aberdeen. You can see there they've brought in Cole de Silva from Brentford. Stefan Skugel has come up the road from Carlisle. He obviously didn't have a great time at St Johnstone, but Aberdeen took a plunge on him. I know Motherwell were linked to him a few seasons ago before that St Johnstone move. It'll be interesting to see how he does. Ben White in on loan. They've brought Jay Fulton back up the road from Swansea on loan. Tory Ralston's come in from Celtic. We can see there David Wheeler, Callum Ward. George Thomas always seems to pop up north as well. Jason Holt in for 125k, and I'm pretty sure James Husband had a spell in Scotland as well. Nope, I think it's another Husband I've got him mixed up with, but decent experience there. Fleetwood, Norwich, Middlesbrough, Huddersfield, Fulham, Doncaster. Quite a lot of experience there in the English Championship. So quite a lot of moves in there. Nothing overly to look at in terms of outs for Aberdeen. Now I said to you before, Celtic and Rangers always make some very baffling signings with ridiculous wages with AI. Certainly signings they wouldn't be making in real life, because they've signed Ashley Young for nearly £5 million. Not a chance that Celtic would ever pay that kind of money for Ashley Young, or any team would pay that, but Celtic will never ever again, anytime soon anyway, be paying a player 71 grand a week to play in Scotland. Not a chance. And I think most Celtic fans can completely agree it certainly would not be a player like Ashley Young. But he's in. Lee Mallins, and I believe that's a new gen. Ethan Hamilton, youngster from Manchester United, in the free. Then $7.5 million for Islam Slimani, 7.25 for Mohamed El Neni, up to $5.5 million for Daryl Janmaat. The one I do like though is Stefan Lehner coming in for $9.75 million from RB Salzburg. Covers a lot of the stats I look at there. Maybe not the greatest in terms of technique, but mentals and physicals he certainly makes up for it. Jordan Lukaku in for $3 million. Andrei Piatov, £8.25 million for a 35-year-old goalkeeper. It's up to you how you think about that, but of course remember I don't think he speaks English. And Armando Dobra for up to $1.8 million from Ipswich. That's actually a pretty handy wee player. How did they fund it? Well, Olivier Shams away for $20 million. James Forrest for $14.5 to Burnley. £4.3 million for Scott Sinclair. Nearly $20 million for Odsonne Edouard. And £2 million nearly for Mikael Lustig. And of course, losing Tierney and technically Nir Beaton as well. Not going to lie, I forget he still plays at Celtic sometimes. In terms of Dundee, well, there you go. There's your difference in finances. All three transfers and loans there. Ones I'd say that certainly stick out would be the likes of Glenn Middleton. I think he'll do them a good turn. I'd say if he was certainly impressing for Rangers and was worth a lot of money. You can see in there Liam Gordon on loan from St Johnstone, and Miles Bierman, the Rangers youth prospect. It may have been released now, but he was at Rangers at one point. And apart from that, just getting rid of a few fringe players there, Kasunga and Jesse Curran. Hamilton have brought in not a lot of people I'm too familiar with, apart from the bottom two. I'm pretty sure Neil McLaughlin's actually contracted to Motherwell, but I think he's someone that will be going at the end of the season, currently in real life on to Stirling. But two ones there that I definitely would say, Carlton Morris has been at Hamilton and loan before for the Norwich striker, pretty handy striker, and one I've got experience with using myself is Nabil Aloy on loan from Monaco. Quite a tidy wee player actually, a few good attributes there, still in the early stages of his development, but certainly a good player, great potential, and someone that can certainly do a turn for Accies. In terms of out there, Marius Bombe, who scored against Motherwell recently, and Stephen Boyd's out on loan to Dunfermline. Hearts with some interesting things, not strange. Future Motherwell player Declan Gallagher has signed in there. They've got Rhys Healey from Cardiff as well. Jonathan Biabiani, imagine that a few years ago. There you go. Jordan Spence as well, a former FM wonder kid. And I'm pretty sure Graham Burke was pretty good and highly rated back in the day when he was at Aston Villa. And you've also got Max Lowe coming in from Derby on loan, former an Aberdeen loanee, and Joe Rothwell from Blackburn, former Manchester United youth prospect. Apart from that, no major sales from them either, so that's probably the reason why a lot of signings have been quite cheap, frees or loans. But you will tend to get that a lot in Scotland. From Celtic has brought in Scott Allen, that's already been agreed. Liam Burton from the Rangers youth ranks. 1.6 million for Derek Williams from Blackburn. Where did they get 1.6 million from? No idea, but Hibs apparently have got a good bit of money to spend, which I don't ever recall Hibs spending decent amounts in real life. They've recruited absolutely great players, but never been one for spending a lot. But some good signings in here. Rory McKenzie's pretty decent. I don't particularly rate Cal Naismith, but some people do. Permanent signing of Mason Bennett as well for 525k. Alex Pearce also coming in from Derby on loan. Tomori on loan from Chelsea. And then for some reason, Sanujan. I thought it was either Paul Payton. They had a takeover, a tycoon or anything? Nope. Must just have some money sitting around. Interesting. Everyone else in their return to the Premier League, nothing major here. Alex Cooper is back. I believe that's somebody that was on their books a long time ago. A year ago. It was Ross County, then he went to Liverpool. Pretty sure that's a converted winger. Apart from that, George Boyd's in, Charlie Adam, so they're certainly not going with pace this season. Kelly, they've got in Richie Smallwood on loan, a couple of good frees in there. Murray Wallace up the road from Millwall's a good signing. Be intrigued to see who this Nabil Toulouse from Man City is. A few good attributes there. I think he's probably got to develop a good bit more in terms of outs, of course. Jordan Jones to Rangers and Rory McKenzie to Hibs. Motherwell, well, maybe the one you missed was Rui Rua, who's in a free transfer. Just a guy we saw kicking about, looked pretty decent, good potential. We've put him out to air just to give us more depth in the future at the back. But no lot of sale from last time. Danny Johnson's gone, and yeah, pretty much keeping it as we are at Motherwell with our usual St Etienne loanees. Still don't know about Brexit yet, so that's wait and see. Jordan Jones in, Lewis Straps in from Morton. Victor Gokeres on loan from Brighton. I'm sure they've had him in another save as well. And you get like Ethan Pinnock from Barnes, looks pretty good. Maximilian Vitek from Greuther Fürth. Suleiman Mare from Watford. Leo Ostergaard from Brighton as well. All on loan. And Martin Kelly from Crystal Palace. Before some interesting signings in Rudy Gestede, Rob Elliott, and a youngster, Oliver Kennedy. So some of the signings can be a bit baffling, but can only wait and see how they go on. In terms of sales, Rangers got rid of Kyle Lafferty. They also got rid, of course, of John Flanagan for nearly $6.5 million, and they finally got the likes of Carlos Pena and Eduardo Herrera of the wage bill. St Johnstone, pretty busy for them. Danny Redmond's come up from Total Non-Stop Solutions, I can't even remember. TNS anyway, the new Saints actually, that's what they're called these days. Steve Lawson in from Livingston, Craig Bryson up the road from Derby, Jason Punchin of course up from Crystal Palace, and Connor Washington, it's a good signing there from QPR. And Nicky Ajosi, I think was he at Charlton these days, or he moved on? Oh, long gone. A couple of loan spells at Bury and Mansfield, but Nicky Ajosi as well, and Jacob Butterfield just selling Chris Kane and loaning out Liam Gordon and Scott Tanzer. As for St Mirren, lots of change there. You can see there Marcus Olsen in a free transfer, Charlie Raglan into the centre half, obviously Matty Dunn coming in as well, so they've pretty much recruited from down south. Lee Hodgson in a permanent deal, Rob Hall, Nicky Devlin, so there's a lot of recruitment from down south for players that are from up here but have been playing down south. A couple of people out on loan with just Eckersley, Ferdinand and McPherson at the door permanently. So it's a hell of a run through. That's the team that's going to be playing against Rangers today. We are going to be laying up 4-4-2. I've just been thinking a few things here in terms of this system. Looks crazy, but it's to kind of play up to a 4-3-3, so then the back four stays as it is. Cadden will kind of be that third man because he's playing defensive. Brown kind of cuts in here to make it the three. Tanner, I've just had a lot of joy with playing attacking mids. It's Trequartistas up front, so he can play as a striker. I want to try him there beside the big man Curtis Main, see if he gets to enjoy it. It's a bit asymmetric, but that's just to allow that space in there, and then Tanner can cut in from there. So it might work, it might not, but we'll see. I'm still would rather go with Remy Matthews over Rowan Ferguson, hence why, despite an injury, Remy Matthews starts with old hamstring. So straight into it, we're 7th, Rangers are 3rd. It's very congested, as you can see. A win would put us one place up and possibly could catch Celtic. So we'll see what happens. It's obviously been a wee while since I've played the save, so it could go horribly wrong, but I'm now at a stage where I'll be doing a lot of back-to-back episodes, so I'm hoping a bit of rhythm and we can carry on. So Rangers stick to Steven Gerrard's 4-1-2-3 formation they kind of use. As expected, Jordan Jones has been starting for them. I actually was quite sceptical when he moved, how he would handle a step up to a big club, but I think when he does go, he'll do well. There's a few times I watched Northern Ireland, and obviously they weren't playing great teams. It was Belarus they played at the time, but bigger atmosphere, bigger match, and I just felt like he handled it very well. I hope that's me saying to Steven Gerrard, fuck you, buddy. I don't particularly like him. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we can play some nice football, but at the same time we've got to obviously be aware. We've got a very limited right back, but a very technically good left back, and that's shocking from Remy Matthews. Just decides to parry it out to Ross McCrory. 3 minutes on the clock, and we're already trailing. Not the greatest start to the game, but we all know Remy was a bit of a panic buy when Trevor Carson decided to put the dummy out the pram and wanted to go to foreign shores. So while it financially helps the club, it did leave me in a bit of a pickle trying a goalkeeper because we'd already agreed to Mark Gillespie to go. But here's Tanner out by Kelly Morelos, but Grimmy can hopefully get us back to Craig Tanner. Campbell. It's just mad seeing them back in an SPFL situation when the two of them were my main players when I was at Leeds. That was my midfield. Campbell and Turnbull was a good ball from Grimshaw. Headed just wide there by Curtis Main. So it's a bit of a strange formation, but I've been trying some really, really weird things this FM that seem to be working, as in a lopsided formation which has saw my main playmaker play left mid as a wide playmaker, and it just seems to have worked. The success I had there, Tanner unlucky. I've had it with, fair enough, probably the best team you'll ever assemble in the game because it was France, but it was just fantastic by Pogba and then Thomas Lamar in that position. Cadden, his weaker foot. So it's definitely an FM. I felt a lot more kind of trying some strange things, not quite playing a libero at centre half, but might get that at one point. And obviously, especially at Motherwell, would need the players, but obviously, first and foremost, you need the funds. So you never know. We might have a few that come through the academy and that can fund it going forward. Good tackle again, Campbell. Honestly, I would really like to see what kind of level folk can get him to, because got him to like starting Champions League games, man. He was really, really good. Here's Tanner to Cadden. Alan Campbell again. Turnbull. Tanner with a strike, just wide. Turnbull's been a weird one. Absolutely exceptional for me in my lead save, but when I've done a holiday sim, a very bad cruciate ligament injury, so I'm still at Motherwell at 24 and wanting to leave for first team football. Despite a lot of his stats being really good, of course, apart from his physicals, but just thought teams would take a punt on him. There's Tanner, Cadden, Davy Turnbull. There we go. Great run into the box. Advanced playmaker. Just makes that late run. So maybe shouldn't be making that far a run forward, but we'll take that. Out of nowhere. And at half time, hopefully, we can begin into this one 1-1. Or can we push on for lead? Here's Richard Tate. Of course, that position will go to likely Jake Collins next year. Curtis Main, and we're 2-1 up. Go on. As we finally buy a natural left back, but then again, we fought that with Aaron Taylor Sinclair. So good stuff there. Curtis Main, despite his low finishing stats, someone I expect to be going from Motherwell very shortly. Curtis Main's a weird one. Honestly, shooting's a bit poor, but honestly, like when he plays, with Disney play, you really just miss how much he holds the ball up and how much a physical help he is to allow to bring others into play. So I think I'll miss him. But end of the day, it's football. It's a moving door continually, a revolving door, and obviously it'll be time for the next strikers to step up. But good so far. I'm quite content with this. Obviously, I don't want to change too much of a winning team. We maybe want Marcus Brown to affect the game a bit more, but my only worry is Campbell and Turnbull's fatigue. You know, they're a bit knackered. If we can try and get the full time out of them, full 90 minutes, and then possibly look at resting Alan Campbell for a match down the line. And here's Morelos, good ball. Arfield makes the run. It's just one thing he seems to do, and that's score against Motherwell, but he does well to run off his man there. Good hold up play from Morelos, and we are tied at 2-2. So let's try and change this up a wee bit. Marcus Brown is still playing quite poor. Let's put future Rangers player Jake Hasty on the left hand side, just put him on as a winger, just to give us that a bit more width. And let's take Craig Tanner off, and we're going to go with someone that is, as I say, a natural actual striker, natural advanced forward, somebody that can get in there and hopefully we can get a chance for him. I don't want to change anything between Campbell and Turnbull. We might look at bringing Seaman on for Grimshaw, just to put a more natural right back in. Although saying that, Richard Tate's not a great time at left back, but we're hardly blessed with options there. Vitek with the free kick. Matthews again with a parry. I'm just going to quickly pause that. Just tell the guys to just, concentrate a little bit. We're getting a wee bit kind of... Well, that's not the reaction I wanted, but we're getting a bit nervous. I think Rangers are going to go for it, so we're going to go cautious. We'll try and catch him on the counter. Jermaine Defoe's on for Jordan Jones, and we'll make that final change of Charlie Seaman coming on it for Liam Grimshaw. But a point's not the end of the world, especially at this stage. It's all about development and really putting ourselves in the position to get the best team possible. I certainly feel these FMs, because of the money that Rangers and Celtic could sell players for, it's going to be a bit harder to get that gap in. But once we get that gap, once we get close to winning that first championship, after that it's usually plain sailing. But overall, not a horrible result. 2-2 means 1 win in 5, but it does mean only 1 defeat in 5. 6 points is not horrible. Again, I'll be targeting again just to get 7 for 8. Again, build up, try and sell someone, and then hopefully kick on going into the new season. So, we'll see the guys. I'm happy with that performance. Try and keep the morale high up as possible. Just how we look here. Rangers Labour to draw. Chris Cadden played of the match, so that's good to see. Cadden impresses. Because again, something like Chris Cadden, 2.8 million, could end up selling him for 3-4 million, and you're laughing. That's what we've got going forward. So obviously we are stuck the Betfred Cup, so the next cup game isn't until the 18th of January, so a long way off. So it allows us to focus on the league. That'll give us a good chance to rest folk, get ready for a wee tough run here of Aberdeen away, Hibs at home. Hopefully try and pick up some points against Inverness and Kilmarnock. as always, the massive months here, November, December, January. You'd like to think those are easier fixtures, apart from, of course, the trip to Ibrox and Celtic at home. But you like to think there's a good chance of getting some points there. I'm intrigued to see as well. I've only really done one save that's went on a wee bit in this, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of Brexit I get. I get the soft Brexit and the lead saved, so I'm intrigued to see what we get here, and how I can make a Motherwell squad deal with the Qatari World Cup, because that was not easy at Leeds. It was very, very difficult. Great for the World Cup, actually playing it at that time, but the league season was horrible. But it's been a long episode. I appreciate you for tuning in. It's went on for 20 odd minutes. Hope you've enjoyed it. I say if you did, give us a wee thumbs up. Any comments are deeply appreciated. How you're finding FM at this stage of the season? Are you kind of at the stage where maybe trying something different, trying some custom fictional mods? Let us know what you're playing at and who you are, what kind of team you are, who your signings are, what kind of system, just general FM stuff. And yeah, as always, take it easy. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.